Here's something that I found of interest that I wanted to share with you all. Considering what I was reading in this video right here, right? They're talking about how the U.S. is on friendlier terms now, right? And Chinese troops were conducting first on the ground training with the U.S. Army just in November. But wasn't it just recently that there was a kind of a conflict between the United States and China over the Spratly Islands, where the U.S. had sent a ship close by, 12 nautical miles, creating kind of an animosity with China, right? So is that really on friendly terms? But let's take a look at this video right here, and you'll see some of the training, what was going on. And some of the training that you see here in the very beginning has to do with um, uh, rescue, like an earthquake, disaster, stuff like that, right? Well, let's take a look at that here. You saw that, right? So-called disaster. The American and Chinese troops held a so-called disaster management exchange at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State, right?
Natural disasters happen all the time. I know specifically by living in Guam and working in Asia Pacific that it's very disaster prone. And it's not really a question of if, but when and where.
Anytime that you continue to have partnership, anytime you continue to communicate, anytime you continue to train together and build partnership, that's what helps de-escalate conflict.
没错，我认为这种训练能够给我们两军之间提供一个很好的交流互动的平台和机会。
We want to add more to it, make it more complicated, so that the more work we do on this end, we're better prepared, if an actual disaster were to happen.
So this military exercise can add positive elements to the building of a state-to-state relationship.
Now, they had held these joint exercises with Japan and India in the very same state, Washington State, right? And this was all about, look at the training that they're doing here. We're talking about now military personnel, gunfire, stuff like that. So what kind of training are they absolutely training for? Who are they planning to use it against? That's my question. I don't know. Not trying to imply anything, just asking the question.
And it's important to keep these relationships established. It's important to reinforce the trust we have in each other as military. And once you break that bond, then other things can happen.
So you bring Japan over here and you're training with them in Washington State, and they're having territorial disputes with China. And then you bring China over here, and then you're training with them for some kind of mock disaster in the very same state. Well, are we being told that that's all that it is? I don't know. I don't have a clue. All I'm doing is sharing with you exactly what they were showing in the video. And that's the thing. They show you what they want to show you, but they never tell you what's really going on. But just so you know that there has been training with other countries on American soil, and it does have to do with, like I said, some kind of armed conflict. Who is the armed conflict going to be with? Well, they're trying to lead you to believe that it's possibly China because of territorial disputes, right? That is unclear. But, well, I guess we might soon see